Hello and welcome back to the No Dig Norfolk Gardener, and today the jobs you could be doing in October. I always feel, for me personally, that October is a month when the gardening year actually begins, because it's the time of the year when I put my first plantings in that are actually going to give us a harvest next summer. Also, it's a month when bed preparation begins in earnest, and as you start to harvest your crops and you've taken your final harvest, then you can then prep that ground ready for next spring. So with all that in mind, what can we be doing during the month of October? Now, the vast majority of our summer plantings will come to an end during October. Things such as courgettes and sweet corn, anything like that which you've grown over the summer months. As soon as the temperatures start to reduce and we start to get to a point where we're going to get a frost, they will be finished. Runner beans, French beans, things like that. In the greenhouse, of course, tomatoes, they are coming to their end. Aubergines are. In our case, the peppers are going lovely and red, so they're now coming to an end. We shall have those out of the ground. And then we shall prep the beds. In our case, because we're no dig, that will be putting some compost on top. But of course, if you're a traditional gardener, then you would turn the soil over and incorporate your manure or your compost into the soil. While you're doing that, it's a really good idea to give the greenhouse a good clean, both inside and out. They do take, quite a bit of a hammering over the year. This was cleaned, when did we do this? Last October, was it, Mrs. W? So, it's nearly a full year cycle since we last cleaned this, and particularly during the winter months, because you want as much light to enter this house as you can to help your vegetables grow. Now, of course, all these plants that are coming to their natural end and you're going to clear them from your plots, they need to go onto your compost heap. And if you're not making compost already, your own compost, I do urge you to have a go. It takes a while to figure out exactly, to get it where you want it. But even what you might consider to be the worst compost you ever made, and for me that tends to be most years, it's still really, really good stuff. And indeed, up on the onion bed that you've seen all year and where our leeks are, that received a lot of our homemade compost that I regarded not so good. It didn't really break down as well as I would have liked it to. It also caused a few problems with seedlings that emerged, weed seedlings, because it hadn't quite got hot enough. But nevertheless, it's grown some fantastic onions, shallots, garlic. And at the moment, you'll see when we go up there, the leeks and the celeriac are looking really, really good. And so if you are going to be making your own compost and you take your tomatoes out and your aubergines and everything else, try to cut that down to about no more than 6-inch stems, just to increase the surface area for the composting. So, talking of bed 5, this is where we are now, and as you can see, the leeks are looking really good. Now, I was in this bed earlier today and was just clearing some of the odd weeds that were popping up, but I have left one or two in just to illustrate to you what you could be finding at this time of the year. Some weeds are losing their vigor, of course, and you don't see them so much at this time of the year, but then others are. One such thing is grasses, and here's a piece here by this leek. Now, you want to be getting that out because that will flower and it will drop seeds. And then next spring, when you come back to your bed, you'll have lots of this grass all growing out here. So grasses are one thing that will continue to grow, even though the weather is cooler. So do keep on top. It's not a job you have to religiously do every day, but as you're out and harvesting your crops, during the autumn and winter period, if you see something, just pull it. We talked earlier in the video about plantings, and there are some things that can be planted into your plots during the month of October. Now, early October is a really good time to be planting out your garlic cloves, and towards the end of October you can begin to sow your broad beans into modules ready to overwinter if you're going to be overwintering your broad beans. And that will represent the very last sowing of 2022. The other thing that I always look to do during October at the same time that I'm going to plant my garlic is to actually plant out my shallot sets that are saved from the harvest earlier in the year. Now, traditionally people look to plant out their shallots on the shortest day of the year, which will be in December, and then they look to harvest them on the longest day towards the end of June. But you know me, I'm always a little bit different, and I like to try and get ahead and just get the harvest done with that little bit earlier, and that allows me to get another planting in that I want to do. So myself and Mrs. W, we always look to plant our shallot bulbs at the same time as we plant our garlic. Now, your summer vegetables may be coming to an end, or maybe have already ended, but there's still an abundance of harvest that will come during the month of October. In fact, all of autumn leading us up into Christmas. Lots of things that are coming to harvest. So things like carrots. These are our autumn carrots. This is a variety called Eskimo. And we've grown that for a few years now. Now, some of the carrots are more forward than others, and if you're a follower of our channel, you'll know that toward the end of June when we sowed these, the germination was really patchy. It was really, really hot. You know, the temperatures were soaring up into the mid-30s at that time. And yeah, so germination was really, really patchy. We kept trying to get some water on them so that they germinated, but no. But those that did, that's why we have carrots that are ready for us to harvest now. A couple of weeks or so after that, we did sow some more seed, and they're coming along nicely. And actually, that could work quite well for us because not everything is going to come ready at the same time. So, could be a bit of serendipity there. Also, parsnips will begin to come ready, and ours are looking really good. Just waiting for that frost to come before I let Mrs. W dig up any more, because she is impatient when it comes to her parsnips. Also coming to harvest during the month of October could be cabbage, cauliflower. For us also, we have some Calibres that is indeed now starting to come ready. I can see small heads in there now, and that shall harvest during this month, so we should be able to enjoy that. So there's a few ideas for you for jobs for October. As you can see, we've also been out and had a little harvest. They are our autumn and winter harvesting carrots, Eskimo, which you saw me pull earlier in the video. We just needed a few things for our evening meal, so we've just been around and had this small harvest. Fresh carrots, can't beat it. Some of the tomatoes, there's not many left now on the plants in the greenhouse, but those that are, we've picked. Aubergines, we've had a really great year with aubergines, even though it did look like it was going to be a disaster at one point. And hopefully you had some really lovely aubergines too. Now, our chilies are really starting to colour up now. We've got absolutely loads of chilies. As for our fruits, having the last of the blackberries and the apples, that's what's available to us at this time of year. And of course, parsnip. It's a really lovely example of parsnip. And of course, squash store so well. And you know, they're there for you to use for the next 6 months whenever you want to use them. And talking of storage, you know, the things that we harvested earlier in the year from our summer harvest. You know, they're going to keep us and sustain us and keep us going all through this autumn and winter period. You can see I've got out of storage some of our shallots that we harvested back in June, and 3 or 4 potatoes from our Maris Piper harvest that we took back in July. Now, do let us know in the comments down below the sort of harvest that you're getting, what's becoming available for you, and what is going to be available for you during this next month. What jobs are you going to be doing during October? We have given you a few ideas, but you may have some other jobs that you also need to do, and then we can add those to the list too. We shall see you on the next video.